should we dive into the show topic a little bit more? I think
let's do it.
What I'd like to do is, again, set the stage. So I have some stats here, and again, like crazy stats. So more than half of business owners are 55 years or older, according to the U.S. Census Bureau survey. With the youngest baby boomers set to reach retirement age in 2030, roughly they estimate that 75% of business owners would like to exit their business within the next 10 years. That is like mind-blowing, right?
What I'm seeing with a lot of clients I work with is a lot of what you're saying. Like they're looking to retire either in the next couple years, 5-10 years, or some of them, they want to stay on, but they want to kind of transition into more of like what do we call a sage advisor role. And whether it's kind of that sage advisor role, depending on what their strengths are and where they find enjoyment and fulfillment, or they want to fully retire and exit, you have to build a foundation. You have to build a strategic vision and a plan. And I'm going to speak more to those that want to have the next generation of leaders stay on and buy the business and continue it, compared to just selling it and having a brand new company come in and take it on. And with that, it's really about building the foundation of a solid leadership team that's younger, that's really passionate, and then they take it on as like ownership for it themselves. Mm-hmm. And then how are you creating that strategic clarity and plan and vision that you can get the entire company, not just the owners, but everyone below them on board, inspired, and driving towards those goals. And when you can do that, then the people who are retiring, their profitability is going up. The value of their company is going up. They then have people who can step into that role and who are growing into the leader that they need to be. And they're leveraging and understanding their gifts and talents and what that leadership team they're making, so that they can fill in the gap of that experienced, wise, really talented, probably CEO or maybe COO, and they can then start to make that transition. And making that transition slowly is why we need that 5 years. So it's not just an abrupt ripping the Band-Aid off, but they can slowly dip their toes in the water and get to a point where there's that slow bridge building and transfer of power. And without that, it can be devastating when you just rip it off and everyone's kind of left, where people start leaving because there's no direction. I've seen that a lot. No strategic, clear plan. Everyone's like, there is a plan for the next 20 years. So there's a place for me in the company, instead of, I think I need to go get another job because I don't know what the next generation looks like. And no one's communicated that vision to me. And I'm a talented guy and other companies want me. So then they have a huge excess of talent that leaves right when they need to invest and keep that talent in the company. And so if they're not looking on the business and they're just looking in the business during that time, it's going to be too late. And I've seen it, and it's devastating.